Hey everyone, I'm JP and welcome to Good Talk HQ. Now for today, we're diving into some great deals on the Nintendo eShop. All of them will be under $5 and some are at brand new lows. We even have the Doom 2016 port here at a brand new low this week on sale. Thank you as always for hanging out. I'm not going to waste any more time. Let's dive in. Alright, and we'll start with Doom 2016, which is the legendary first-person shooter that brought the Doom series back to the forefront of people's minds. Now again, of course, we play as the Doom Slayer, ripping and tearing through hordes of demons in a fast, ultra-violent campaign packed with heavy metal music and awesome gunplay. I mean, it's pure adrenaline with arena-based combat and a fantastic arsenal, and the campaign should last around 10 to 15 hours. It runs very well on the Switch. Of course, you're getting a downgraded version in some ways, but it is one of those impossible ports they just cannot miss. Right now, it's at a brand new low at just $3.99. The deal ends on the 31st. Mato Anomalies is a turn-based RPG with a noir cyberpunk setting where you play as a detective and a mysterious exorcist uncovering a conspiracy in a dystopian city. The game blends visual novel storytelling with traditional combat, and the unique dual protagonist setup and stylized art help it to stand out in the genre. Now the game should take about 25 to 30 hours to wrap up. Performance is pretty solid, but load times can be a little ridiculous, and there is the occasional stutter or frame rate hiccup. Otherwise though, it's a great pickup, and right now it's just $209. The deal ends on the 26th. Redeemer, the Enhanced Edition, is a brutal top-down brawler where we play as a former elite operative turned monk, forced to confront his violent past. It's a melee-heavy action game with brutal finishers, weapon-based combat, and it offers co-op support as well. It's kind of like God of War meets Hotline Miami. It runs well on the Switch and should take about 6 to 8 hours to wrap up. Again, the game is just $209 with the deal ending on the 26th. Collapsed is a roguelike platformer with procedurally generated levels and fast-paced shooting. You play as one of 4 hunters trying to survive in a ruined world. It features permanent upgrades, intense combat, and a mix of melee and ranged attacks. Now a typical run should last about 3 to 4 hours, but of course it'll take a little longer if you're a completionist. Performance is solid on the Switch. Again, there are occasional frame dips when you get into the really intense sections, but otherwise it's definitely worth picking up. Right now it's just $225. And the deal ends on the 25th. Up next is Evan's Remains, which is a narrative-driven puzzle platformer about a girl searching for a missing genius on a mysterious island. Now there's no combat, just the logic-based puzzles and a strong, unfolding story full of twists that should take about 2 to 3 hours to wrap up. Now the pixel art and the music are great. It runs incredibly well here on the console. And right now you can pick it up at a brand new low at just $244. The deal ends on the 26th. Pato Box is a black and white boxing game that fuses punch-out style of gameplay with a comic book world. You play as a mutant, half-duck, half-man boxer. It is incredibly unique in both presentation and mechanics, and the game should take about 5 to 6 hours to wrap up. Now, it runs well here on the Switch, and it's one of the first games that I actually picked up on the eShop a couple of years ago now at this point, actually. If you're interested in picking it up, the deal ends in a couple of days on the 24th. Right now, it's just $249. Neversong is an action-adventure game with a haunting atmosphere. We play as a young boy named Pete, searching for his lost girlfriend in a world where all of the adults have turned into zombies and started to act incredibly bizarre. Now, the game features light combat, puzzle solving, and platforming, and the emotional story and Tim Burton-esque visuals definitely will help it stand out. Now, it takes about 3 to 4 hours to wrap up, and it runs great on the Switch, and right now you can get it for just $299. The deal ends on the 24th. Tales of Autumn is a farming sim where you restore a neglected ranch in a beautiful and charming world. Now what sets the game apart is the terrain shaping mechanic. You can terraform land into various biomes, which will then allow you to grow certain crops which can attract or care for different types of animals. Now beyond farming, you'll engage with the community, participate in seasonal events, and influence the town's development through your choices. The game is relaxing and offers incredible replay value, of course. And best part, it runs well here on the Switch. Right now it's just $299 and the deal ends on the 26th. Brotato is a chaotic top-down arena shooter roguelike where you play as a potato, wielding up to 6 different weapons at one time. Now every run is quick and intense, lasting about 10 to 20 minutes, with loads of unlocks and different builds that you can use. Gameplay is all about survival and synergy, and it has an incredible amount of replay value. Now the game runs great here on the Switch, and it is perfect for handheld mode. Right now it's on sale for just $3.49. The deal ends on the 2nd. Up next is Railway Islands 2, which is a relaxing puzzle game where you rotate and place different railway tiles to connect paths and deliver the trains. It's a bite-sized game with a clean aesthetic and low-pressure gameplay. There's no story, just that clever level design, and the game takes about 2 to 3 hours to work your way through. Of course, a game like this isn't very demanding, so it runs well, and right now you can pick it up for just $3.49, a brand new low, and the deal ends on the 24th. Nickelodeon Kart Racers 2 Grand Prix is a family-friendly kart racer featuring characters from SpongeBob, TMNT, Rugrats, and more. The game offers a surprising amount of depth with character classes, pit crews, and power-ups. Now, while not as polished as something like Mario Kart, it's definitely a fun, content-rich racer with both online and local multiplayer that work great. Now, the game runs very well here on the Switch. However, there is a bit of a slowdown on occasion if you're running in split screen. Right now, though, you can pick it up for just $3.99. The deal ends on the 6th. Please Touch the Artwork 2 is a charming, interactive, art-based game that mixes hidden object gameplay with surreal puzzles. You'll explore artistic environments, uncover small, whimsical stories. It's more about the discovery than difficulty, with a relaxing pace and a cozy atmosphere. Now you'll get about 3 to 4 hours of gameplay, and it runs great here, of course, on the Switch. Now this one is brand new and it comes out in a couple days. You can pre-order it for $4.49. The deal ends on the 6th. Alright everyone, here are some other deals to check out while you are already on the eShop. Alright everyone, that wraps up the video. I hope you all had a good time and we were able to help you find something cool to play. If you do enjoy content like this, YouTube thinks that you'll probably like one of these next. A special thank you to the channel members and patrons. All right, everyone, take care.